Good 29-degree morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. All right, let's get this rolling. Clear skies. We're running late because I was editing. Alrighty, I am almost done. I got audio lined up. The problem is the Ace Pro and the iPhone do not stay synced in audio. So I'm just using Ace audio for the entire video. That's all we're doing. But the video is getting closer and closer to being almost ready. Just imported, I almost forgot the iPhone 14 clip to show you what the rig looked like. And that sucker was on tight. I took that thing off just now. And it was, I had to really crank on it to get it off there. So, got the kids out here. It's after 7 o'clock already. That's why it's so light outside. Come on, you doing something? We don't have time to stand around and look at things, guys. I know it's my fault we're running late, but we need to get moving. Yeah, last night we ran into Dawn and Roy. And this little turd monkey decided to pee on Dawn's foot. Like I said, I am not editing anything video-wise. Audio-wise, yes, everything has its normal, help on it. But video-wise, I'm not doing anything to iPhone or to Ace Pro. So, what I'm seeing on my trip back versus the iPhone, now the Evo is on a -5 on the Ace, and it's a -7 on the iPhone. But the blacks are very, to me, overexposed in, I think it was the shadows. That was the one I figured out to turn down the other night. I'm not doing that this time. So you can see what it looks like versus the blacks are black on the iPhone and they're like gray on the Ace or in dark areas. So it is what it is. I don't want to get into any more color grading or anything. Well, not color grading, but exposure grading. Just want to let it fly. Because otherwise it's really not a fair comparison. Now audio, I feel, we had a little bit of wind a couple times. I don't think I've gotten to the evening one. Freaking traffic. There was one section I know that we ran into a tad bit of wind, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. With the enhancements I have on there, it should be okay because it wasn't extreme. It wasn't like the beach wind where I could not correct it. I just had to basically overlay some music. You can kind of hear me talking, and unfortunately you can't hear the waves crashing because of the wind. But if I had the microphones on, you probably wouldn't have heard them real well anyway. So, there is no wind. On wind sucks. But, alright, let's get this walk done and me get to work. Oh yeah. I found our poopy spot, buddy. We're not going to take a full lap. We're going to come around the playground, do the bottom half, and call it, unfortunately, today. I'm not going to get home early either because I need to talk to my associate I never see today a little bit. So hopefully I can get out of there about 4:30 if she gets there on time. So I'm not rushing myself too much this morning. But I want to kind of get this video finished up and rendered and exported and uploading, so I am taking the Mac to work with me. Maybe on lunch I might be able to work on it a little bit. I just hope I don't get a visit today, because that could be a problem. But yeah, it's life. And my associate is asked me to pick up Duncan this morning, and she's gonna give me the cash for it. So she's buying, but I'm picking up. Alright. Well, the one I really was interested in seeing, honestly, was the veterinarian sign. And I think it was the angle I was at, honestly, because it did come in from probably, you started to see the letters about 20 feet away. So it did correct pretty decent for that, and you were able to read the sign. I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting comparison once it actually fully renders and exports, because I have it doing double layer and everything. I have it on performance at this point, not quality, to try to make it so I can actually do it. Otherwise, it won't let me do anything until it fully renders the 44 minutes of video I had, which I've already cut down, I think, with the time lapse by about 10 minutes, 11 minutes. And there's some, trimming. But like I mentioned yesterday, if you adjust the video head of one of the clips on both ends, you can then freely move to line up the audio better. But they said after, I'm going to say close to about 2 minutes, the audio starts to slip on the Ace versus the iPhone. I don't know which one's slipping. I think the Ace is. And then, so I'm just knocking the iPhone out. I mean, I could put part of it in there, but I just, unfortunately, unless I really want to wait until later tonight to release this video, it's not a great idea. Oh yeah, 29 degrees. We got super frosty grass this morning. Partially due to the cold, we're not going to stay out here very long because my fingertips are already freezing to death. That's you pulling back that time, dude. Yeah, that was you. Now you turd monkey. Hello, buddy. Hello, princess. Neither one of these guys are. He was snuggled in bed and she went back to the recliner. I actually slept with her for quite a bit last night. Somehow on the couch. And fell asleep. I woke up and I was like, okay, I need my entire bed. I need to turn the other way. Fortunately, we missed the pretty sky this morning, I think. Bummer. I don't know, it's just like you got this really tight window to get that really prettiness in the sky, but it's so cloud free this morning that I don't know that there would have been a little bit going on over there. Yeah, that was crazy yesterday morning having to go the other way, but it worked out. I mean, I'm on the highway really quick because instead of taking a left, we take a right, get up on the highway. But then you got to go all the way up to the spin around because there's no on-ramp for us down here. So our convenience to getting out of here isn't the best. Or at least they changed that turnabout there to you have a lot of room because the truckers, there was no guardrail there back in the day, and it was a little dangerous. They made it much bigger and they gave them some safety zone there and an on-ramp. So I think they're basically done with the highway. Man, you know what? I gotta see if maybe Thursday we can't run up. Thursday or Friday if we can't run up to the lights and run up to the lights south side there, do Candy Cane Lane again. But I'd really like to see the Ace's point of view from that. Do the iPhone and the Ace and do that all over again. But the one up there with the wide field of view, oh my god, in pure video, that might actually be nice to have. I'm not going to do the roof. I might clean my windshield, but I'm not going to do the roof because that's just, it's a hassle to set up and controlling the camera and being worried it's up there. But that might be one more thing I might want to try, would be the Christmas lights to see them. So come on, guys, you gotta move. We gotta go. She's like, I'm sniffing, Dad. You know this every time we come through here. You're gonna be happy to know this is a short walk. Bad for me, good for you guys. Because getting my 6.91 mile challenge is gonna be challenging today. And today's day, what, 13? Come on, Mateo, get out of there. Quit trying to eat stuff, you stoop. You got eggs coming at home. You silly dogs. And we are not running with microphones, by the way. I think I'm going to get back to windy days only. Maybe have them with me and throw them on only when it's windy. Because, honestly, I feel like I missed some audio things. Birds chirping and different things. And obviously at the beach I should have, but can't go back and do it again. At least not right now. I'm 4 hours away from it, but overall, I don't know, like Damage 22 said, it's not a fair comparison, an iPhone versus this. Of course, I'm shooting in ProRes, mind you. I'm not shooting in just basic. That was my test, because no one else seems to use ProRes. They complain how it bogs their computer down too much, and they're running these M2 chip MacBooks. I'm running an Intel. It's taxing sometimes, but especially doing ProRes with 4K 30 underneath it with freaking action camera, it's definitely giving it a run for its money tonight, last night, today. Well, did I even set the timeline up last night? I don't know if I did. Maybe at one point. I think I woke. No, because the computer had that was another thing. A freaking update. Phones. I didn't do the iPad. There was an iOS update, so so I was like, I'm going back to bed. Oh, that might be the best I've ever gotten this thing lined up. All right. Well, unfortunately, my brain wasn't thinking too much about 29 degrees and my windshield. It was frozen. Back windows are frozen. Side windows are frozen. and that didn't help me at all. But I'm gonna need that down a little bit so I can see to get out. That's gonna suck for a minute, but is what it is. And then, let me just turn heat down, just teeny fans down just a little bit. Alrighty, we are on our way. We are back to primarily iPhone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, since I have a mount and everything set up in here, I think I'm gonna do that. So what I was mentioning yesterday multiple times, and I kept getting away from it, was the fact that the GoPro mount I'm using actually is not a GoPro mount. It was a magnet mount for an iPad way back in the day, because I got the GPS iPad to use with my Garmin app, and had a big old magnet ring on it, and you put a ring on the back of the iPad, kind of like what MagSafe would be now, and it worked really well. The only problem is, somewhere along the line in the garage, it got ripped apart, and I don't exactly know where the magnet ever went. Never found it. If they ever emptied that garage, probably got thrown away by now. So, but it works out really nice, because I basically used a GoPro where the magnet was once before, and just used one of the quick release plates from a GoPro and turned it into a GoPro mount. But it's got a swivel head on the top, so I can turn that thing all different directions, even spin it around for, it's not convenient to spin while driving, but we're probably going to run into bus traffic. But hey, Mac is in the bag. I don't know when I'm going to ever have time to work on it. I might get a couple minutes here and there. Lunchtime, I should be able to get through the final. I think I was down to about 11 minutes to edit, so I should be good. The reason my head is the way it is, I'm trying to look through the gap. The windshield keeps just getting foggier and foggier, so I'm going to shut you guys off so I can fire the fans. One trick, if you live in the north, or you live in an area where you get that, turn your air conditioner on, even though you have the heat on. It's dry air, it takes the humidity out of it, so it actually works a little bit better. There's no moisture in the air. This isn't too bad. A couple buses were turning. Stop sign, and we are rolling. Crossing guard is out. He's less of a crossing guard and more of a car and bus guard. Because kids mostly, they get themselves across other places. Because, obviously in Pennsylvania it's a state law that in the certain sections they'll have it marked that state law crosswalk, you have to pause for people. I know down through Montoursville, right by the school here, I mean, if you see someone stand there, I don't know that you need to come to a complete stop when I go. Maybe you do. I need to research that, if it's for every crosswalk or if it's just for areas that are literally marked. Good evening, everybody. Oh, it is getting brisk out. 41 though. I don't know what the high got to. I didn't get outside very many times today, that's for sure. And I even got, I went out to get my lunch. So I left my tuna sandwich and my breakfast I actually left in the car too. But I ate it cold, whatever. Eggs and green beans and peas. Talk about a mix. It was actually not too bad. Honestly, it could have been a lot worse, but leftovers from dinner last night and fresh eggs from this morning. But off to home we finally go at 5:24. I plan on staying late to get with my Wednesday, Thursday night associate that I never see. So I got with her. So good deal. All right. This week is. I'm starting to. I'm not getting called by my health and wellness, coach. So I reached out to other managers and finally got some answers and stuff. So I think I got my problem straightened out for the moment. We'll go from there. I don't know. Crazy times, that's for sure. End of year stuff is always so much fun. Next year, this will be old hat. In fact, I think I'm going to make my own personal spreadsheet going into next year and start tracking some things on my own. with some data, and yeah, make this a little bit of a easier task. All right, get home. Terry's trying to make dinner. She called me. She's like, "When are you coming home?" I'm trying to get out of here. I got to do these things. Oh man. Other than that, we were busy this morning. It was like nonstop until right around 3-ish, I'm gonna say. We finally got kind of calmed down, and it's just been dead since then. So I was able to get some stuff, get my end of month that I have to have to my boss in 2 days done, and I don't have it completed, but at least I'm further than I was. Oh, flash again. Oh, I got some of it. Pretty sky. A little crooked here. That's a little better. It's a pretty ride home. I mean, it is clear out. I bet you the stars are going to be amazing tonight. I might stay up a little bit, go out and get some shots. I mean, I'm a little bit tired, but if I take a little nap and wake up, I might just throw my coat on and just go out back, or just take a little walk around. Got my mileage for the day somehow. Don't know how I managed to do that. Not arguing about it. One more day. This month is complete. Alright, pretty sky is fading away on us. It's a
She doesn't like to finish a project. She likes to start one, and then another one, and then another one.
The tail going.
So many people here.
Oh, you gotta get that tail.
Pass me the butter.
It's a min pin in mommy's chair. Nothing new there. This is like your little hiding place in it. Hi, buddy. Can I pet you? I can pet you. Hi. Good afternoon. Good evening. Yeah. He's like, why? I was laying here peacefully. Why are you bugging me? You good boy. That's why. Even though you pee on our neighbors. Alrighty, getting kids out for a quick walk. Oh, flashlight's off. I knew there was no point in turning that way. You'd never saw a little man. Oh, he's trying to find a spot. But we're going to take a half a lap. I don't think we're going down below. Oh, just got done watching 2 episodes of Murders in the Building. Oh, second season's... It's, I'd have no clue which way they're going. Of course, I could have never figured out season 1 either. I never would have guessed the way they went like that. So, come on, Britt, let's go. Thank you. I'm going to call it a night. So, thank you very much for watching. Have a good night and stay safe. And if you're up north here, stay warm because it's already 30 degrees.